All right, lesson 27 vocab is today, and then you guys will have a quiz on Friday over 25 and 27, okay? The very first root that we have for this week is chron, and that means time, okay? And when you think of it, think about synchronized swimming, chron, synchronized swimming. They're swimming at the same time, okay? All right, so here's what we have. Bettina and Alphonse are having a conversation. What a movie, Bettina told Alphonse. And what characters? I thought Leon was the most interesting. At first, I didn't realize that he was a chronic liar, just lying all the time. Also, Bettina continued, there was a time flaw in the plot. It was an anachronism to show Leon on a cell phone. Cell phone hadn't been invented yet. Did you follow the order of events before his escape? Alphonse asked. Bettina thought she understood the chronology of what happened until the two tried to sequence the events in chronological order. Let's reread the movie review, Bettina said. The movie is based on a true story, and the review gives a clear chronicle or record of the events that really happened. All right, so anachronism is the first one, and it is something placed out of the proper time. I will tell you, please don't make fun of me because I'm going to point this out and you guys might make fun of me. In the movie Titanic, Mrs. Kane loved the movie Titanic. In the movie Titanic, it takes place in 1912 because that was when the Titanic happened. And she gives him a dime. And the dime that she gives him, that design of the dime wasn't printed until the 1920s. So the dime that they do a close-up on in the movie doesn't fit because of the anachronism. It's placed out of the proper time. All right, the next word is chronic. There are people who have chronic pain. Chronic means that it lasts a long time or it is constant. Okay, so having chronic pain means that you have pain that lasts a long time. Chronological order. Chronological means a record of events in time order. I'm sorry, I put that in the wrong spot. The record of events in time order goes with chronicle because a chronicle is like a newspaper and it's like a record of events. Chronological just means that it is arranged in time order. I'm sorry, so you could have a chronological chronicle. You can have something that is arranged in time order, and it's a record of that, a chronological chronicle. All right, the last word for chron is chronology, and that is a list of events in their exact order in time. So essentially, it's a timeline. All right, our next root is therm, and therm means heat. So the way you can think about it is a thermometer, which is a way to measure heat, okay? And of course, the book is out of order. So the geothermal sentence is the last one. Kimmy's house made electricity from solar energy and drew geothermal heat from within the earth, okay? Geothermal means, geo means earth. I'll just put that in here. Geo equals earth. And then because of that, geothermal means heat. Something heat, we'll say the internal heat of the earth produces this kind of electricity. All right, the next word is thermal. It says shivering on the sailboat's cold, wet decks. Thomas wished his rain gear had a thermal lining for greater warmth. People wear thermal underwear when they go like outside in the snow, the long johns, you know, that kind of thing. My sons prefer their thermal lined gloves because if you don't have the thermal lined gloves and then you touch the snow, your hands get all wet and then you want to go inside real quick. Thermal just means about heat. Knowing that thermal means heat. And the last word is a thermos. And, you know, when we were kids, we always got those plastic lunch boxes that came with a thermos. And with the thermos, you could put soup or whatever, and it would stay warm. A thermos is like your day, you know, your Yeti cups now. A thermos is something that, well, I guess we'll read the sentence here. It says, Ling stashed the thermos in her backpack. The container of hot cider would taste good later. So a thermos is a container it's actually made with a vacuum so that the contents can stay hot or cold for a long time. All right, the last root is canned, and it means to shine. And when you think of canned, think of a candle that has a light that is shining, okay? 2 sentences in the book pages. The first one is she praised the candidate for his candor, wishing that everyone running for office could be so honest in their opinions. And then the second one is Mia looked incandescent in her glowing white gown. Her candid speech reminded everyone of her willingness to say what she means. Okay, so to be candid means that you're speaking openly, and essentially think of it like you're shining a light on your opinions. Some of these are going to be a little bit of a stretch, just so you know. Okay, the next one is a candidate. You guys, it's an election year. You should know what a candidate is. A candidate is someone running for office. The reason the word shine works with that one, the reason they call them candidates and shine comes into play, is because back in Roman times, when somebody was a candidate for office, they wore shiny white togas. And so that's how that came into play. The next one is candor. Candor is honesty in expressing your view, okay? So candor and candid are pretty similar. It just means that you're talking very openly about what you believe, is using candor. All right, the last one is incandescent. You may know this because of incandescent light bulbs, but 2 different ways to think of it, either shining brightly or shining white because of heat. And that's what incandescent is. Okay, so now you're going to have a little bit of time to work on your vocab pages or vocab activity. This is in the vocab folder on Schoology. You guys, we're not going to mess with what we know works. So it's the chart. Cron is in Membean. Therm is in, I think it's in Membean. It's also on that info one, the info website. And then canned is on Membean. So, picture words. Please, 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 please make sure that you show that you know what you're talking about. Don't say, I have chronic pain. You need to tell me I have chronic pain because my knee hurts all the time, okay? Or make sure that you get on, and if you are copying and pasting off the internet, don't. You want to use your own words, rephrase it, okay? All right, let's get to work.